Let us continue. So last hour we are discussing on sign of trigonometric ratios. Any question on this? You understood or not? This part, and this diagram is also here. You can see in the first quadrant, all ratios are positive. All. Sometimes we write A. All ratios are positive. That means all ratios means we have 6 trigonometric ratios. Sin theta positive, cos theta positive, tan theta positive, cosec theta positive, cot theta positive, all are positive. But when you look at the second quadrant, which are positive, cos is negative, sin is positive. So sin is positive means cosec also positive because cosec is the reciprocal of sin. So sin and cosec are positive. All others are negative because suppose I want to check the sign of tan theta in the second quadrant. Tan theta means sin theta by cos theta, right? Sin theta is positive, but cos theta is negative. So positive divided by negative, it is negative. Therefore, tan theta will be negative. Similarly, cot theta will be negative. Sec theta will be negative. Why? Because cos theta is negative, therefore sec theta is negative. Therefore, in the second quadrant, reason I told you, right? Any coordinate system x comma y can be represented using a trigonometry function where x represent cos theta and y represents sin theta. Reason also I told you, when you make a right angular triangle and we find the angle, you can see that x value is same as cos theta and y value will be same as the sin theta. Therefore, using this, we can say that in the first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In second quadrant, sine and cosec are positive, remaining all are negative. Third quadrant, tan is positive. Why? Cos and sine are negative. Cos is negative and sine is negative. Therefore, what happens? Tan. Negative divided by negative. So, it will be positive. So, tan theta and cot theta are positive in the third quadrant. And fourth quadrant, which one will be positive? Cos is positive. Therefore, it's a reciprocal. Sec will also be positive. Remaining all will be negative. So, I have written 4 symbol ASTC. ASTC. Using this, you can easily memorize the sign of the trigonometry function also. That is all. This is all means all trigonometry functions are positive. Here sine is positive. Sine means obviously its reciprocal will also be positive. Remaining all negative. Here tan positive means tan and cot are positive. Remaining all negative. Here cos is positive. Cos and sec are positive. Remaining all will be negative. I hope it is clear, right? Any question till now? Anything you want to ask? Any comment? Anything? Is it okay? Fine. Yes. BIT students, BIT. Ask
Yes,
the
sir.
clear. Okay. Okay. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
1 minute, sir.
Okay. Please complete. Continue. The next point already I explained in the regarding our range, right? Sin theta. This is actually the limit of the value means it is talking about our range. The sin theta maximum value will be 1, minimum value will be -1. Cos theta maximum value will be 1, minimum value will be -1. Sec theta, what is the case? It can be above 1 below minus 1. Cosec theta also above 1, below minus 1. Tan theta range will be a real number. From the graph, it is all clear. That's why I showed you the graph. Tan theta, all value, real number, and cot theta is also real number. Already we discussed this part. I explained both the domain and the range, both the domain and range of this. Okay, fine. Now we are going to explain this part. The trigonometric ratios of the compound angle. That means, what about sine 90 plus theta, 90 minus theta? You can see that 90 sine 90 minus theta cos theta, and cos 90 pi by 2 means 90. 90 minus theta sine theta, cos pi by 2 plus theta minus sine theta, sine pi minus theta sine theta, 3 pi by 2 minus theta. So 3 pi by 2 means 270. So till now we have idea about only the sine theta, first quadrant only. This, when theta is in this range, we know. Now suppose theta is in second quadrant. What about the value? Say, that is why we write 90 minus theta, or 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, all these. 3 pi by 2 means third quadrant, 270 plus theta or 270 minus theta, etc. So 2 pi minus theta means fourth quadrant. This is a fourth quadrant. How do you find if theta is in fourth quadrant? How can you find? And this is third quadrant, this is second quadrant, etc. That is what I'm going to do. Okay. I'll explain with a small example, and one general formula I will tell you. If we can learn that general formula, you can do all this. No need to study all these things separately. No need to do all these things separately. You can try, you can study one general formula. Using this, we can find that. Okay. I'll explain that in here. Remember this. Sine n pi by 2 plus or minus. It can be plus or minus. Theta will be equal to, its complementary we have to tell. Sine complementary will be cos. Sine complementary will be cos. Cos complementary will be sine. So it will be equal to cos theta. Sine n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be equal to cos theta. Similarly, cos n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be equal to sine theta. This will happen when n is odd. So this is result number 1. You remember like this. If n is an odd number, sine n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be equal to cos theta, and cos n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be equal to sine theta. What is the meaning of this? N is odd means, suppose if I ask you, what is sine 3 pi by 2 plus theta? So what is n value? Odd, right? So what about this value? This value will be equal to cos theta. This is the result you can see here. Sign I will tell you. How to put the sign, plus or minus, I will tell you later. But remember, sign, if it is a odd number, n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be cos theta. It will give the complement. Sine complementary will be cos. Tan complementary will be cot. Sec complementary will be cosec. Clear or not this part? Clear or not, students? Alan, Amar, Aman Mishra, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, that means, suppose I ask you, what about cos 7 pi by 2 plus theta or minus theta? So 7 is a odd. So cos will give a sine. So you can write sine theta. One more thing you have to memorize. You have to put plus or minus sign, whether it is a negative or positive. For that, what do? You look at the quadrant. That is why earlier we learned the sign of the trigonometry function in the quadrant. For example, suppose I want to find sine 300 degree. I want to find the value of this sine 300 degree. So what I do, I write this 300 as a multiple of pi by 2 using this idea. So can I write 300 as sine 3 pi by 2 plus 30? Is it possible? Because pi by 2 means 90. 90 multiply with 3, 270. 90 multiply with 3, 270. So 270 plus 30, 300. Now look at here. 3 is a odd number, not an even. Therefore, whenever it is a odd number, I can write this as a cos 30. I can write this as a cos 30. One more thing, remember. What about 3 pi by 2? Where it comes, which quadrant it will comes, that also be noted. So here, this is a 0 degree, and here it will be pi by, we are starting from here. This will be 90 degree. This will be 180 degree. This will be 270, right? So 3 pi by 2 means 0, pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2 will be here. Plus theta means you are in fourth quadrant. Look at fourth quadrant. What about the sign? Fourth quadrant sign is negative. Fourth quadrant sign is negative. Therefore, I write this as minus cos 30. That's why, see, after writing the complementary angle, you look at which quadrant it lies. First quadrant means all positive. You can remember ASTC, ASTC. Like that also you can easily memorize. All students take coffee. Like that you can memorize. So look at the quadrant at which the original function lies. Original function is sine. Don't look at cos. So sine is negative in the fourth quadrant. Since sine is negative in the fourth quadrant, this value will be negative. So you get minus cos 30. And in 10th standard, you learn what is the value of cos 30. It is root 3 by 2, right? So I can write this answer is minus root 3 by 2. So compound angle other than 0, 30, 90, 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, this value we learn in 10th standard, right? Other than this, if it is a compound angle, a multiple of 90 or 90 plus this, at that time you can learn using this idea. If n is odd, you can do like this. Is it clear, students? Any question?
Can you explain how we got minus 3 by 2?
Minus means 3 pi by 2. So look at our circle here. This is 0. This is pi by 2. Because initially I am in here. After 90 degree rotation, my position is here, second. After 180 rotation, my position is here. That means this is 2 pi by 2. 2 pi by 2 means pi. Now, again, if I rotate, so 90, 180, 270. So that means this will be 3 pi by 2. And this position will be 4 pi by 2. 4 pi by 2 means it is same as 2 pi. Now the question is 3 pi by 2 plus. Always anti-clockwise direction is plus. So plus means it will be in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, you know that one, ASTC. So fourth quadrant, only cos is positive. Sine is not positive. Sine is negative. So I can write this as negative.
Oh, okay, sir. Got it. Thank you.
It's clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So the result number 1 you can memorize, so that why I put this general value, if you memorize this general value, you can apply for every result. No need to separate, you learn sin pi by 2 minus theta, pi by 2 plus theta, no need. Only memorize this. Sin n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be its complementary, cos theta. If n is odd number. If n is odd, then only you can do that. If n is even, result is different. If n is odd, sine will give a cos, cos will give a sine. I'll give you one more example. Then we can do how to do this one. Say, for example, suppose I want to find, say, cos 150 degree. I want to find cos 150 degree. So how to do this one? I can write as a multiple of pi by 2. I can write as 1 into pi by 2. 1 multiply with pi by 1 into pi by 2, 190, right? 90 plus 60. Pi by 2 is 90. 90 plus 60 is 150. This is 1 into pi by 2. So 1 is an odd number. Therefore, cos pi by 2 plus 60 will give a sine 60. Because it will give its complementary measure, that will be cos complementary will be sine. Why cos complementary is sine, I will tell you later, right? Why cos? Because if you draw a right triangle, you can easily identify cos complementary will be sine, sine complementary will be cos. That I will tell you. Okay. Now, pi by 2 plus 60 will be sine 60. Now, look at the sign, whether it is a plus or minus. How do you know that? You can take a triangle here. Oh, sorry. One quadrant here. Where is pi by 2? This is 0. This is pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus means clockwise. Clockwise, this movement. Minus means opposite movement. This is plus. This direction is minus. So plus means, so you are in the second quadrant. You are in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, look at this function. Which function? Cos. In second quadrant, what about cos? Cos is negative. In second quadrant, cos is negative. Therefore, this value is negative. And minus sine 60, we know it is minus root 3 by 2. So I can say cos 150 value is also minus root 3 by 2. Okay, is it clear? Second example.
Yes, sir.
I think you can note down also this example also, right? If it any value we can find, if you know this, if I ask you, say, one more example I can show. I want to find what about sine 750 degree. Here in this column only up to 360 only it is given, right? 2 pi minus theta and 2 pi plus theta connected with the 360 only. More than 360, what do you do? But if you know this rule, you can apply for any value. Say, I want to find sine 750 degree. How to approach? I write this as a multiple of 90 degree. How? How? I don't know. So it will be sine. Can I write as a multiple of 90? 8 into 90. I want to write in a odd multiple. 7 into 90. 9 into 90. 720 plus 30. So 7 into pi by 2. So 630. So it will be 8. Better it will be 8. Or what you do, you can write as a 9. 9 into 90 minus 60. I can write. because I want the result in an odd number. You can write as 8 into 90 also, no problem. But 8 into 90 means 8 is an even number. You cannot apply this result. I want to apply this result. That's why I put 9 into pi by 2 minus 9 into 9, 81 minus this 60, right? So 9 is a odd number. What will happen? Sine will give a cos. So I can write this as cos 60. Now I want to find in which quadrant it lies. And now I check here. So I draw here. This is 0 degree. This is pi by 2, 1 pi by 2, 2 pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 4 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 6 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 8 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2 here. 9 pi by 2 is here. Minus means here. That means you are in first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. Therefore, this will be plus cos 60. And you know, plus cos 60 will be equal to 1 by 2. So, sine 750 value is equal to 1 by 2. Is it clear? Please write. Any question? Is it clear? If you have any question, either you can type your message in the chat box or using mic, you can ask the question. I prefer using mic so that others also listen to your question. Or you can, in case you want to write something, you can write the chat box. Okay, I hope it is clear. So first result, if n is odd, sine n by 2 plus or minus theta will be cos theta, and sine will give a cos theta. The complementary angle of sine is cos. Similarly, sine theta is cos theta. Complement of cos theta is sine theta. Complement of tan theta is cot theta. Tan theta complement is cot theta. Complement of cot theta is tan theta. Complement of sec theta is cosec theta. CSC theta or COC is theta. And complement of CSC theta is sec theta. This is the complement. Why we say the complement of sine theta is one? I show you. Suppose I take a right triangle, and this angle is theta. And let me mark this as ABC. So we know that this is 90 degree. Therefore, definitely this will be 90 minus theta, right? If this is 30 degree, this will be 60 degree. If angle C is 30 degree, angle A is 60 degree. If angle C is 20 degree, angle A is 90 minus 20, 70 degree. So, if this is theta, definitely this will be 90 minus theta. Now, we find what about cos and sine, what we are getting. So, I find what is, say, sine theta. What is sine theta? Sine theta will be opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is AB, hypotenuse is AC. Now what I do, I find what is cos 90 minus theta from the triangle. 90 minus theta is here. What is cos? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. What is the adjacent side of 90 minus theta? That is also AB. So AB by AC. Now look at AB by AC, AB by AC. Right side is same. Therefore, left side also same. From this, I can conclude that cos of 90 minus theta will be equal to sin theta. Same procedure, I can start for sin. Sin 90 minus theta, I can say cos theta. Similarly, if I take tan 90 minus theta and cot theta, both will be same. Cot 90 minus theta and tan theta will be same. Sec 90 minus theta and cosec 90 minus theta is same. That is the reason why we say the complementary trigonometric ratio sin theta and cos theta are complementary. Tan theta and cot theta are complementary. Sec theta and cosec theta are complementary. Hello, is it clear? Anything? Up to this clear or not? Anything you want to add or something? Siddiq, Aman, Alan Baiju, Ayan, Umar. Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, fine. One more result I will tell you, then we will stop now. Okay. If n is odd, sign will give a cos. It's complementary, you have to tell. But if n is even, what will happen? So if I write that result also, if n is even, right? If n is even, sin n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be equal to sin theta. No change. If n is odd, you have to tell the complementary. If n is even, sin n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be sin theta. Cos n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be cos theta. Tan n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be tan theta, etc. That is the reason when you look at here, some function you can sin here, cos here like this. Some you can see sin become cos become sin, etc. So this you can generalize and you can write. Please note down all this point. Is anything confusing or you understood properly how to do? Once you please write all this. If n is odd, the sin n pi by 2 plus or minus theta will be cos theta, and if n is even, it will be same. This is the easiest way to memorize this. Otherwise, after memorizing all these formula is difficult. And you can generalize this. You can find any value. Just remember two things. If n is odd, what will happen? If n is even, what will happen? So whenever you are given some angle, you write as a multiple of pi by 2. Then you can write, you apply. When n is odd or n is even, you can check it. Then look at the quadrant at which it lies. Depending on that, you can put the sign plus or minus that. Then you can easily find the value. I'm not going to teach anything new. Now we'll give some questions connected with this. How to find the different values that I'll give now. You have written all? Can I move to the next part?
Yes, sir.
Now I will give you some questions. Values already. Okay. We can. Okay. Before that, I'll give individual values. We can try these questions. Then we can together we can do. You write this question. Find the values of. Write the question. Find the values of 1. Same thing we can try. Sine 300 degree. Try this. Question number 2. Tan 330 degree. Tan 330 degree. Question number 3. Sec 420 degree. Question number 4. Tan 135 degree. Question number 5. Sine 210 degree. Please try this 5 question now. What is sine 300, tan 330, sec 420, etc. Yeah, once you get, you can send me the answer also. How to do first one? I will do here sine 300. I can write as sine 3 into pi by 2 plus 30. 3 into pi by 2. Pi by 2 is 90. 3 into 90, 270. 270 plus 30. Okay. And 3 is an odd number. So sine will give a cos 30. I got cos 30. Now look at here which quadrant it will lies. This is 0 degree. This is pi by 2. 1 into pi by 2. 2 into pi by 2. 3 into pi by 2. Plus means it will be in the fourth quadrant. Fourth quadrant sine is negative. Fourth quadrant sine is negative. Therefore, this will be minus. And minus cos 30, the value will be root 3 by 2. So, the answer is minus root 3 by 2. Minus root 3 by 2 is the first answer. The answer of the first question, it is, this is equal to, I can say it is minus root 3 by 2. Now, second one. I want to find tan 330. How can I write tan 330? I can write as 4 multiplied with 90. 4 into 90 is 360, right? 4 multiplied with 90 is 360 minus 30. 4 is a even number. 4 is a even number. If it is a even number, tan will give a same tan. So tan 30. Now look at which quadrant it lies. 4 into 90. This is 1 into 90, 2 into 90, 3 into 90, 4 into 90. Minus means anti-clockwise. This. So again, it is in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, what happens? Tan. Tan is negative. Tan is negative in the fourth quadrant. So this is minus. Therefore, this value will be equal to minus 1 by root 3. You know that value, no? If you forget that value, just memorize from last year. We learned the 30 degree, 60 degree, etc. So what is the answer for second one? Minus 1 over root 3. Minus 1 over root 3. Is it clear, students? Hello? No response?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So remaining 3 you can do as homework. This, or I'll give you some more question. You can write that. Question number 6. Sine 780 degree. Question number 7. Tan 570 degree. Question number 8. Sec 135 degree. Question number 9. Cos 150 degree. Question number 10. Sine 390 degree. So please do this question homework. Tomorrow morning we will discuss. You tell me. So today please go through this one and write that formula. I think sometimes that formula may not be available in your textbook. So please write this one and try to solve the question. In case if you find any difficulty, tomorrow in the morning ask me. We'll start again this. We will do the questions based on this, some more questions. Then only we go for other identities. So at that time, you can ask in case if you find any difficulty, right? Please practice some 2 to 3 times so that the formula will be clear. How to find which quadrant it lies, how to put the sign, and when n is even, what will happen, n is odd, what will happen. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye bye. See.